Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. Today is another LEGO Weekly News Update. Lots of things happened in the world of LEGO. Not a lot, not that many things happened in the world of LEGO this week. Basically, the biggest story is new LEGO train wheel elements have been designed, and they do appear to be better across the board compared to the old one. So that's kind of cool. We'll be jumping into that. There's a few other little stories here and there, but honestly, it's a little bit of a shorter video, so we'll be able to hopefully get through pretty quick. And before we jump into any of that, what did we put up in the web store this week? This week is a pair of LEGO Jedi Interceptors designed by Thomas Jenkins. There's one in a yellow design for Anakin's, and Obi-Wan's comes in red. These are fun, sleek little fighters that have a great intro scene in Episode 3, and I hope to see a lot more of them in the final season of Clone Wars. Thomas's design is pretty ambitious. I really like what he did to get the different shapes of color along the wings there. And like always, I've left a link to the web store where you can get the instructions, and I highly recommend you check out the video because these are always really fun for us to make, and custom building is really where a lot of our core interests lie here in the channel and in the studio. Let's start the video off with just this fun thing that I found on Reddit. Once again, links to everything in the description below. This guy, it must have taken forever to make this stop motion of his UCS Falcon coming together. It's the original UCS Falcon, not the one that came out sort of recently, and it's just a great combination of humor, style, and just buttery stop motion goodness. It looks great. Now, I'd say the biggest announcement of the week, at least for me, and I definitely know for a lot of old school hardcore builders, is there are new train wheel elements being produced by LEGO. The video is very bare bones, which I kind of appreciate. It's kind of funny. There's almost like weird audio errors and kind of odd jump cuts, but the information they convey is very, very clear and straight to the point. At the end of the day, LEGO is removing that little metal rod that comes in those old train wheels, and they're improving the connectivity between the main train wheel base plate, both in terms of it being able to stud into plates on the bottom better, but also having a little bit better connection on the top as well. They show a series of tests that they do. It basically shows that there is an equal amount of wear and tear on the LEGO elements, like the old wheels had, with a slightly higher level of efficiency. It looks almost just a hair better, but technically it's a little bit more energy efficient. And they also said that the wheels are now being made of that biodegradable ABS material. My guess is it's probably made out of the same material as the ABS plants that came out not too long ago. So they're slowly but surely making certain elements, maybe exclusively, like from now on, these wheels will only be produced from the plant-based materials. And then I think maybe over time they're going to start integrating more new elements from this different plastic. So they say that it is now cheaper to produce train wheels because they don't have those metal rods that they need to put in. It's easier to assemble. That was a little bit more difficult for younger builders to mess around with those pieces. It's easier to connect, slightly more efficient, and it says at the end of the video, because it's cheaper to produce, they are going to be adding more LEGO bricks into their train sets from now on. So as far as I see it, win, 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 win. I don't know how many different factors that is, but it's better. We got a couple of trains here in our city, but I wouldn't consider us like really big train people, at least not compared to a lot of the more hardcore builders out there that really focus on this stuff. So if you are one of those guys, I would really like to know what you think about these new wheels. Is there something I missed? Is it not as good in some way? I didn't see any detractors. So as far as I see it right now, great news. Awesome job, LEGO. Alan Tran at thebrickfan.com got these great pictures of the new Bugatti Chiron. Sorry, not new, but the Bugatti Chiron Technic life-size model has newly been displayed at the LEGOLAND shop at LEGOLAND, California. And if you live in the area, it may be worth checking out because it's only going to be here for a limited time. And it is one of those, I think, slightly more historic and interesting larger LEGO builds that exists. If you're not in the area, however, these are some of the pictures. If you want to see more, remember links in the description. And now for something new, LEGO has revealed their little trophy set. This is kind of interesting. It's fun. The build is simple. It shows a nice little gold trophy, and there's a lot of different sticker detailings that you can add to the outside depending on the occasion. For a set like this, of course, there's stickers. I know some people would prefer prints. If those were, this would be a very well sought after set, but it's got a bunch of different symbols and slogans that you can attach to the side. And I guess they didn't add their little snarky humor, but it would have been pretty funny if there was a sticker that just said participation, but who knows, maybe that's a slightly slightly jaded outlook. Anyways, LEGO has released their designer video of the 1989 Batmobile. It kind of took them a while to get this one out, but like always, I think these videos are definitely worth watching. And I did like hearing the designers confirm exactly what I was suspecting when they remolded Batman's cowl. It was because in the movie, he couldn't actually turn his head, and it was this much larger, bulkier thing that went around the actor. Anyways, I think the format of LEGO designer videos are just getting a little bit better. And now to turn over to something not entirely different, the DC Collectible minifigure series box distribution is officially out. So now we know which of these figures is going to be a little bit more difficult to get. And it's kind of interesting. There's a few really common ones. 5 per box is Aquaman, Jay Garrick Flash, and Joker. Slightly less common, being 4 per box, is Simon Baz Green Lantern, Metamorpho, Classic Cheetah, Stargirl, Rebirth Superman, and 1966 Wonder Woman. And then the most are actually 3 per box, so that is about half of the different characters will be in the slightly more rare category, which is kind of an interesting distribution, but it ends up being Batman First Appearance, Mr. Miracle, Classic Sinestro, Teen Titans Bumblebee, Teen Titans Cyborg, Huntress, and Batmite. Anyways, I've got no qualms with the distribution. I don't really feel too strongly either way. At least there's no 2 per box. I have found in the past that some of my least favorite minifigures from Collectibles series end up being the most expensive just because of the way that they were distributed. Here things have calmed down a little bit, but yes, it is going to be $4.99 or $5 per pack. So officially the price has increased, which nobody is ever happy about, obviously, but that's just the way things go, I guess. And this week, the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer has released, along with some set rumors for 2020. There was an article written by Brick Fanatics basically just speculating that there's a very good chance there is going to be new updated LEGO Ghostbusters sets. Some might still be based on the classic film, and because we didn't get a ton from the trailer in terms of what could actually be out there, once again, just speculation, but the trailer looked interesting, and honestly, I don't feel too strongly about it either way, considering I'm a little bit distracted because as soon as I finish recording this, I'm gonna go home and watch the first episode of season 4 from The Expanse, best show on TV. Okay, let's move on. A week or two ago, I did link to you guys the Ideas Vintage Car fan vote page in case you guys wanted to vote on your favorite vintage car that I think will end up becoming either a gift with purchase or some other type of promotional buy at some point for 2020. And it really seems to be no surprise, but coming in first place from Versteinert is the Adelsten Deluxe. I probably mispronounced all of that, but anyways, it's a cool car. I love the color, and a surfboard piece was used to make that nice little white divot that you see on, I guess, this old vintage car. It's really cool looking. I love the chrome. I really hope they make this car chrome in the places where you can see it digitally here. At least like the spray-on silver. That would be good enough for me. Anyways, there were some really nice builds coming in the runners up, and congratulations to everybody who submitted. It's always fun to just see what people are putting together in general. And then this is a slightly late release, but there's one more Disney Storybook Adventures set. It's Anna and Elsa's storybook. So anyways, here are some of the official pictures. These figures, I don't know what the names are for these different molds, but they're kind of like micro mini doll figs. I'm not sure exactly, but anyways, here are the pics. All right, that is going to be it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, top 10 mocks of the week is going to be tomorrow. And if you enjoy our content, remember, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want to do. We'll see you next time at BrickVault.